It says, "Hey there, it's been a while since our last update, so we figured out it was a time for another. We've got a lot to cover this time, so buckle up. Buckle up. Before we dive into what team is working on, we want to share a quick development update. We're a few weeks away from feature complete, a milestone where all core features must be implied intestable for our question and answers team. While that doesn't mean everything is final or perfectly polished yet, it does mark a hard cutoff for new adding features or making major changes to the core experience. We have to remove some of the upcoming votes from our roadmap to stay on track, as they would have put on our production's timeline at risk. But we will make sure to keep you updated on their status through our blog post. Sorry about that. After the feedback we received from creators, consultants, and you, we decided to slightly revisit some details, making a few adjustments on what we have shown you. The suggestions are still being explored, but some have already gotten positive reception internally. We covered these changes for latest question and answer on Discord, and we'll showcase some of team on our next community livestream on May 7th. That's what the last voting is, right? Here's a sneak peek at one of the things we've been exploring. Early preview content may change during the development. The gameplay programming. Our programming team has been focused on the controls, movement, and VFX support of the raid reputation. They're still working on the banishment, exiled, saved by survivors, preying on the Shire loop, the Sin Killer effect, and spawning hazards in exile and are also in progress. VFX. In the meantime, the VFX team has been focused on the raid reputation and Survivor Sin. The team wanted to approach the optimal and aesthetic way, with the performance in mind, to ensure it is optimized for gameplay, looks nice, and fit with the artwork and direction proposed. The team has been started working on effect and active sin on the survivor. This is quite interesting to do, as we really inspiring concept for the art director with some cool movement references. This effect is mostly proportional material, with addition of shine calculation on the particle's rotation to create chaotic movement. We are still early on this. We're still very early on this, but we are off to a good start. We do more details during the community livestream on May 7th. World and character art. After the last vote, we held our art direction kickoff the other teams to show how the gameplay would look. Based on their notes and timing, we're making an adjustment to some gameplay concepts. In parallel, we continue to work on the 3D survivors versions of the killer and survivors and recoloring from their outfits. In the Hopeless Exile, for the Hopeless Exile, after the theme was selected, the team created blackouts and made a first pass on lighting, syncing with technical art theme, but implement a new material to achieve the visual demand of our art director. We are excited to see how it will evolve. There's a gameplay of Dwick. And this Hopeless Exile looks good, to be honest. I love this so much. there's the hopeless exile, and it looks so fantastic. It was an early design. I'll see how it goes. Since the voting results, design has been working on refining the positions with our programmers. The next step is to add them to the prototype for testing and tweaks to ensure we're working toward a fun gameplay experience. Below for a first pass, please keep in mind that once we test it out, things will likely change as they should. Our goal is to make them feel better and more balanced. And there's a judgment perks. Lay waste, a perk that increase regression on near complete generators. When you damage a generator, for each charge it has, it regresses 1% faster. Cooldown in 140, 150, and 130 and 120 seconds. Under your thumb, a hex perk limits survivor's haste. For the first time in survivor haste, a dual totem ignites. Survivors cannot gain more than 35, 30, and 25 haste at a time. And lastly, Vigilance, an obsession perk that gives you near perfect aura reveal. Every 30 seconds, if an obsession is at least 36, 34, and 32 meters away from you, you see their aura for 50 seconds. And let's get to the Survivor, which is Aurora's perks. Steadfast, a boon perk that makes the generator's progress permanent. While next to a totem, use E to blast it, creating a unique boon totem that combines all your boons. The survivor preparing the closest generators within a boon's range. Whenever they succeed a great skill check, the generator gains 1% permanent progress. They repair that generator 60, 50, or 55% slower. That's not what I say, but oh well. Salvation's Cry is the next one. A perk that shares aura when the killer starts a chase. Whenever the killer starts chasing you for 10 seconds, other survivors sees your aura and sees the killer's aura. A token perk, and finally, the fruits of your labor. A token perk that gives you incremental haste and healing. Whenever a generator is completed, gain 1 token, and then each token you gain 5% haste for 2 seconds, and you gain 10, 50, or 15 or 20% healing progress. On May 7th, the Grimoire opens for one last time. This is a final vote. You decide on the theme music, the art direction of chapter's key. If you don't know, the key art is a main visual image that represents the game's world, tone, and brand, serving as a foundation of our marketing campaigns and assets. Okay. I told you there was a last one. It was I said from earlier. That is it, folks. The Grimoire might be closing soon, but our updates and behind the scenes will continue until release. Don't miss our community live stream on Thursday, May 7th. And that's it for today. I'm excited for this. My favorite part about Grimoire, the update, there's a GIF about the Judgment's power. You know, it looks good. I might be terrible at this, but I'll try when it's released. Wow, that looks good. The Judgment's power on the VFX looks great. And the Ray of Reputation looks amazing on that. And The banishment. Wow. And I forgot about this. But that's what it looks like. The judgment should be an angel and the killer. And the praying, and you see the killer's point of view and the survivor's point of view. And another survivor that praying the chance. Give them another chance. And they got it. That looks good. And it looks like the executioner from Silent Hill chapter. It looks nice. We'll check it out in the final project. And this is so epic. I really love the design. It was nice. And this will change during the final development. That'll be cool. And there's an active sin for a survivor, like Dwight for example. Wow. I like his I like the sin aura around your head, the survivor's head. It looks good. And we see, like I said earlier, the hopeless exile looks good. I can enjoy doing that. And look at the judgment's outfit. It looks great. And I really loved it. If I have enough money, I'll get the whole chapter for the community. And that's what the inside of Hopeless Exile looks like. Wow, that looks splendid. And watch out for those. Yeah. Watch out for the dangerous balls. It'll kill you. It'll sacrifice you easier. I think that's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.